Was sind die Responsibilities von einem Bishop? Ist anyhow was geht as a bishop. So the bishop is the highest ranking member of the Amish church. The bishop is the only person that can officiate a wedding ceremony or a baptism. Regular preachers can't marry someone. It has to be a bishop. And the bishop will certify that, when I got baptized, he certified that I was now a member, and he signed the paperwork that I was a conscientious objector. So the bishop's the only one that can do that. There's a lot of things that only a bishop can do. At the end of the church services, before we sing the final hymn, every Sunday in church, the bishop will announce, "Om havet om leven fattig dag, som kommer till revos, and the bruten schwester kan nog heta sits bleve vans liv mot sånges." He'll say, in 14 days, if the Lord's willing and we're alive, we'll gather for church at Eli Raber's. And the brothers and sisters, meaning the members, we call all the members brothers and sisters, they can remain seated after the hymn has been sung. So that means that there's going to be some stuff to talk about afterwards. And then once the non-members leave after the hymn's been sung, the bishop is the one who will announce who's in trouble, you know, what happened, and lay all this stuff before the church. And even though the deacon is usually the one that people go to when they can confess something, they'll go to the deacon and tell him, and then he'll take it to the bishop. But the bishop is the one that announces this in church. And then also when you go to eat lunch, the bishop, once everybody's seated, the bishop will say, now that we have gathered, let's pray. And then everybody will bow their head, and he'll say a silent prayer. And then he'll raise his head, everybody will raise their head and start eating. And then after a while, when he'll look around, when almost everybody usually is done eating, a certain amount of time, he will say, if we're satisfied, let's thank the Lord. And then we'll pray again. And then after that prayer, everybody can leave, and then your church day is basically over after that. Although a lot of people still hang around and talk, because church is the one chance to get to see a lot of these people, and it's like a, kind of like a community thing. Everybody's happy to see each other, and everybody's chatting. So the bishop has a lot of responsibilities, that the rest of the preachers do not share. The bishop does not have the authority to shun somebody without a church vote or to change the rules without a vote as well. Most Amish bishops are good, kind people who are trying their best to do the job that they think is expected of them to the best of their ability. And I don't think we should fault them. But some of them obviously aren't as